So just how big do you think the 14-foot Oogie Boogie is?
I always call it massive. Sometimes they say huge.
And when you see Oogie, what do?
Run! It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla!
And Mr. Oogie Boogie, what do you think about the 14-foot version of yourself?
Well. What have we here? I'm really scared. So you.
There's only one thing left to do. Let's get to the review. Hey everybody, Rob here from Making Spirits Bright, and welcome to the channel. If you've never been to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Basically what this channel is all about is just reviewing holiday decoration. It can be anything, mainly from inflatables to animatronics to lighting to just other things that go in the yard or in the house, as well as some live streams where we talk about upcoming products and things like that. So today I have a really cool review for you today. So 2 years ago there was a version of this inflatable that was 10.5 feet tall. And that one actually ended up being one of the biggest surprises of the year for me, because it turned out to be just a really awesome inflatable and was ginormous at 10.5 feet. This one is, of course, the 14-foot version, and we're talking about the Oogie Boogie inflatable. So we've got the 14-foot version of this one. So I can only imagine, with it being 3.5 feet taller, that it's going to be that much better, hopefully. So let's take a look at the box and dive into the review. Okay, so here is the box of the 14-foot, as you can see, tall Oogie Boogie. So this isn't a new design by any means as far as boxes go, but if you're into that, it's a good looking box. Of course, you have Jack Skellington, his arch nemesis at the bottom. You've got a spider, bat, the Disney signature, all that fun stuff on here. This one you'll be able to find in the store. It's got the easy find on it, which means it should also be for display as well. Top of the box, nothing crazy. Just basically tells you what's in it. As far as the size of the box, the box is quite large. I mean, if we measure it, you're looking at, it's about almost 16 inches high, and looks like 16 inches in depth. And as far as width goes, it's about 15 inches. So it's a rather large box. On the back side, nothing too different. You can see this is a 2020 model year inflatable, made by, of course, Jimmy. So yeah, we'll take a look, see what's in the box, what he comes with, and all that fun stuff. Also, he has a big red dice. This is very similar to the 2020 10.5 foot version. I'll put a picture of that up in the corner, but you can see they're not a whole lot different. Both have the red die. It's the size that's the difference, and honestly, it's probably what size will matter in this one. Okay, so let's slice into the box, take a peek at what's inside. Okay, you've got your instructions that are in every inflatable made by Jemmy. And then you've got your stakes. Now let's talk about these. So, this is a giant, colossal, as you can see it even says, colossal inflatable. I highly recommend upgrading these. I do not think these are going to last very long, nor are they going to be strong enough to withstand any wind. Now, I have not seen the inflatable inflated yet, so I can't say that for sure, but I'm just thinking as far as how strong wind can be and how easy these sometimes can bend or break. I would recommend switching out the cord for paracord. You can get that on Amazon pretty easily. If I remember, I'll put a link to paracord in the description. As far as replacing these, tent stakes would be phenomenal over these. And then these corkscrew things, you probably could use these. I imagine these are actually going to be used at the bottom of Oogie to kind of keep them in the ground. So you could keep those. Instead of these little stakes here, these vertical skinny metal ones, I would get gardening landscape stakes. I'll try to put a description for that one as well, or put a link in the description for that one as well. Yeah, I think those upgrades will do you pretty well as far as like keeping this inflatable in good shape and helping it not get knocked over or blow down the street or get a rip or something in it. So yeah, I highly recommend making those upgrades. Now, unfortunately, it's kind of a really wet, dreary day where I live, so I'm gonna have to continue this review at a later time, probably tomorrow. I don't want to get this all wet on its first inflation, so yeah, we will go from gloomy and cloudy to, and it's still cloudy, but definitely not as wet. Thought it might be sunny today, but it's not. But it is time to get to the review. Now, I'm actually filming this review in kind of reverse. I actually filmed the night shots last night. So there's the remnants of Oogie. Looks like a big pool of neon green slime. So we're gonna get him all inflated. I'll give you a Rob rating and we'll just take a good look at him. All right, so now one thing I noticed when I first inflated him is that he does take a while to inflate. It has nothing to do with the fan being underpowered or anything. So this has a 2-inch slow blade starter, so it's not like a YEF 200 or a 125 or anything like that. It is a fan that is definitely adequate enough to inflate this large of an inflatable. But because he is so large, it just takes quite a while for him to inflate. And the same thing with the 10.5 footer. I mean, that took a good little while to inflate just because there's just so much space that has to be inflated. Okay, so here he is. He is extremely large, inflates really nicely, great, nice, thick, colossal fabric. He's holding the red dye in his left hand. Very good Oogie Boogie-ish face. You've got the stitching coming down the arms and his sides. As far as tie downs goes, he has one on his each side. Show you the other one real quick. It's right there. He does not have one on the back, which the 10.5 foot version had a loop on the back, which that really would have come in handy for this one. So that is one small gripe that I have with it. It also has a loop there, tie down loop, and then another one on this side here. And that is what you would use for these spiral stakes that came with it. So yeah, he looks really, really good. Now, how much does he cost? He's expensive. That is the biggest con to him. He is $299 at Home Depot. Like I said, he will be sold online and in stores. Is he worth it? I think so. I definitely think he is worth it. Just depends on what type of display you're going for. Are you going for that display with the wow factor? This is, if you are, then this is definitely for you. And as I'm looking in the screen as I'm filming this video will not do justice for how big he actually is. Like, he is massive. Extremely massive. Okay, to give you a quick size comparison, I will use my son to kind of show you. So Oogie's 14 feet. This guy here's about a little over 4 feet. So yeah, Oogie dwarfs him. All right, so let's give this a Rob rating. All right, so I'm going to start with the most obvious category here, and that is the wow factor rating. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how much of a wow factor does this guy have? Does he have that factor where if somebody drives by, they have to stop and point him out? He does, big time. I think any Colossal inflatable tends to do that. So we're going to give him a 10 out of 10 on wow factor. Now, design. How special is his design? How unique is it? Well, it's not very unique at all. Honestly, I don't know what you would have to do to make it more unique, especially in this size range. Maybe throw some kaleidoscopes in or something, possibly to kind of change it up a little bit. I mean, his arms, he does look a little bit like a gorilla, but not too bad. So for design, we're going to do a 7 out of 10 because I think he's been done before. So he's kind of an average design. And value, now that's probably where he's getting knocked a little bit. He's $299, but you're getting a 14-foot inflatable. You're getting a nice solid fan with it, and you're getting Colossal fabric. It's got enough tie downs, but could use an extra one in the back. So value, I'm going to do a 7 out of 10 as well. So that brings Oogie Boogie up to a 24 out of 30 on the Rob rating scale. And if you look in the corner here, you can see where that falls in whether you should grab it right away, wait. If it was me, it's going to be in stores. You could probably take your time and still get this one. If it was an online only exclusive, I would definitely say hurry up and get it now. But I think you should be able to find him easily, probably in the October month. I don't think he's going to move super fast because at $299, that is going to deter a lot of people. And he's probably not for your average Halloween decorator. It's probably for someone who's just looking for something that's eye-catching. It's got a little extra pop. I think he fits that bill nicely. All right, guys. So that's it for this review. I will quickly shift to just showing you what he looks like at night. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please support the channel by liking or commenting. That just tells the YouTube algorithm to promote the videos, which helps me grow my channel, that's the goal of this. All right, guys. So thanks, and I'll catch you on the next one.